So another cool item from Revel and their Snap Type Build and Play line is Kylo Ren's Command Shuttle. Obviously, one of the cooler vehicles from the Force Awakens movie. I actually do not have any version of this vehicle in my collection, so this most definitely will probably end up in my cart this evening. So that's a look of the at the Revel model, and we're going to take a look at the description. All right, guys, so here's a quick look at the description. Again, feel free to pause the video if you want to read the full description. Again, I'm not going to go over all of the details, but there we go. As you can see, obviously due to the wings and the position, very nice height on this vehicle, a total of 53 parts. Again, no light up features on this vehicle, unfortunately, but again, it's a very nice model to have. Again, if you're into models and vehicles regarding the Star Wars universe. All right, guys, and then of course, this vehicle right here is Hasbro's 3.75 scale version of the TIE Striker. I'm sure you guys seen this image plenty over the past month since the images were leaked probably more than a month ago. But again, as far as vehicles are concerned, especially in regards to Rogue One and the new line of toys that are coming out, this is probably a must-have. It is unfortunate that they're not giving us a 6-inch vehicle with a 6-inch figure this year. I really did enjoy the 6-inch black tie. I do have that in my collection. Hopefully later on down the line we will get one of the vehicles in a 6-inch scale, because again, that is I'm really into scale. The larger the better. So I would like to see them bring out something in that particular scale or larger. All right, guys, so this next item right here obviously is Darth Vader. And I hope you guys can see that image well. I don't know if that's coming through clearly on the camera. But obviously, if you look at Vader's helmet, the red tinted lenses under the helmet, the structure of the helmet, this is obviously taken from the McQuarrie version of Darth Vader. Also, this is the Vader that Rebels decided to use in their Siege of the Thaw premiere episode for season 2. Now, the reason why I chose this particular figure, and it is a electronic figure that comes with light up saber, has battle actions and sounds. I believe there is one other electronic feature that I'm not thinking about at the moment, but we will take a look at the description or go over the description and details of this figure. Now, I have a couple of interactive figures, and I forget the toy maker, and that's a shame on me. But they're really good. I have the interactive Chewbacca, Kylo Ren, and there's one other figure that I'm forgetting about. Now, this obviously isn't an interactive figure. It doesn't do any of the movie quotes or lines from Rebels. Obviously, this is a Rebels version of Darth Vader, but it's still cool. Still has a lot of the features, nice features, electronic features with the light up saber and whatnot. But the biggest highlight of this particular figure right here is the fact that it is the McQuarrie design of Darth Vader. I think that's really, really cool. And if you're a fan of the McQuarrie art, I think you would enjoy having this in your collection. I most definitely probably will be picking this up just for the fact, just off of the design alone. All right, guys. So this next item is probably one of my favorites of the toys that haven't been talked about coming out for Rogue Friday. Now, this is the Star Wars Science Electronic Lab Death Star. Now, the real cool thing about this particular item is it gives you an opportunity to build a real electronic circuits to make the Death Star fully operational. You can experiment with real electronic circuits configurations using switches, resistors, transistors, capacitors, integrated circuits, LEDs, and more. It is the classic Death Star, and it does have lights and sound effects, and it comes with each completed function. You can even complete the security circuit and watch the motion sensor trigger the Death Star battle alarm, which we all know is that alarm that is consistent through the first Rogue One trailer that we saw, and of course is iconic from the original Star Wars trilogy. So this item comes with over 20 electronic challenges, and each with a different light and sound effect. So this is probably one of the highlights of the untalked about Rogue One toys that are coming out. And in particular, it's very hard to find a decent version of the Death Star that you can put on display. This actually, depending on, and I don't know what the scale is of this. Hopefully it is a nice scale. Again, I am into scale, but I don't think that's going to be a big determining factor on whether I get this. I'm almost 99.9% sure I'm going to get this. I think the exciting thing about this is that it does have the electronics features in it, where you can basically build the Death Star from a electronic guy. So we're going to go over some honorable mentions here, just to close the video out here. This next item, which I'm sure you guys have already seen, this is the original Stormtrooper helmet that comes with the voice changer. It's sure is a very hot item on a lot of collector list here for Rogue Friday. So again, this is most definitely an honorable mention, and I believe they have the Shadow Trooper helmet as well. I've seen pictures of that online as well. Unfortunately, I don't have a picture of it here, but I think that one is also going to be available along with this particular helmet. So that is most definitely an honorable pick right there. And then of course we have the 6-inch and 3.75 inch line for the Rogue One figures coming out. Jane Erso, Death Troopers, K2SO if I have that correctly, and then of course the original Stormtrooper there, and then there obviously there are quite a few other figures that are going to be released in the first wave. Unfortunately, not all pictured here, but again, that most definitely is going to be a high get item for your Rogue Friday haul. And then last but never least is again the U-Wing. This is obviously the Hasbro version. I've made my feelings on this known on this particular vehicle. I had high hopes that it would be of a decent scale. I am down on this vehicle a bit, but it still may end up in my cart for whatever reason. I don't know. I do like the vehicle. I'm just disappointed that they haven't given us a decent scale in this vehicle. Then of course, with this one here is a Kmart exclusive with Jane Erso and the Black Series. Also a honorable mention here. This is, I don't know how difficult this is going to be for me to get, because out here in Los Angeles, California, there is not a Kmart that I know of, or not one that I can think of off of the top of my head, but I'm most definitely going to research that for my haul tomorrow, because this is obviously a must-have figure with this pose and this with the stand there on the rocky hill. Again, this is an honorable mention item that is essential for any collector. So this most definitely will end up in my basket if I can find a Kmart. Otherwise, I will be at the mercy of the scalpers on eBay. So hopefully that will not be the case. All right, guys. So those were a couple of items that I wanted to highlight. Just a couple of items that you may not have been thinking about with all the hype on the 6-inch Hasbro Black Series line and Lego and the Pop Funko lines. And again, I do apologize to my Pop Funko and Lego line fans. Those aren't two lines that I'm fond of. So I do apologize for the lack of content on those two items here on this channel. But that doesn't mean that you won't see them at some point in the future. It's just I have to find something that I really can't do without in order for me to pull from those two lines. So we'll see. Maybe they'll get me one of these days. I don't know. But guys, I will be out there this evening. You can also look forward to seeing a video of my haul and what I was able to pick up for Rogue Friday. So look forward to that, guys. But I really appreciate you taking the time to watch the video. And of course, if you are a Star Wars fan and you enjoy Star Wars content, please do consider subscribing. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. It does help the channel out. And again, I appreciate you guys, and may the Force be with you always. And Ezra is being consistent, finishes them off, and then as an extra measure of darkness, he takes the vehicle over the platform there and gives us that wonderful look right there.